Hi, everybody. Good evening. Dionne here with the Turquoise Iris. I'm so thrilled you're here. I am the owner and artist here that pops on Paint Talks for my favorite How to Paint show every Wednesday and Sunday at 8:30 Central Time. If you've never stopped by before, I'm going to work on some furniture tonight. Sometimes I'm working on the canvas. Sometimes I'm interviewing people. I do a whole lot of different things. Our new Turquoise Iris journal is coming out in just a few weeks, where we are highlighting and featuring artists of different avenues, different genres. And well, I'm super excited about it. Hello, I see you guys popping on. Hi, my Michelle. If you guys have any questions and you're on YouTube or Facebook, Miss Michelle will post those links for you or can help. Matthew will not be on here with me for the next 5 Wednesdays, as Holden has a baseball tournament type thing he's doing every Wednesday night, and they're not home yet, so I got to do it anyway. So I'm going to do the best I can, watching comments, answering your questions. I am on Instagram as well. Hello, Heather Watson and Kristen, Tonda and Misha Lynn Archer, Diane Mitchell, Kathy Cooper, Carrie Carter, Donna, Christine Varner, Lolly. Those pecans you gave me with the sugary stuff, thank you. Those are like, oh, yep, they're about gone. I have eaten them all just about by myself. Hey, Anissa, how are you? So we got that painting all boxed up, ready to go. And Matt goes, the shipping is going to be $200 on that box. And I thought, well, that seems odd. So we were working to make it a little bit different, or a little bit smaller, before I ship it off. So when I was in McKinney, look at this. A new tool for Dionne to try. When I was standing at the checkout lane at Doozy's Corner in McKinney, Texas, they had these in a basket with $1 each on them. You know what I'm going to do with these, right? And I'm going to water down my paints, and I'm going to put it in here and do my drips. But I just thought that is so fun. So I grabbed 3 and I put them behind the counter and said, as soon as I'm done, I'm buying these. There they are. Yes, here they are. So I haven't got them loaded up, but just know that we're going to use them for this project. So this is a great French Provincial dresser, triple dresser. It was brought to me by my Michelle. She found it there in the Tulsa area. I'm leaving the hardware on here just because I'd rather have it more of a whitewashed. I think it's gorgeous. I haven't painted a dresser like this in ages, so I'm really excited about it. I have Kissing Booth, Cowgirl Coral, I have Firestarter, Queen Bee, and I believe Tarnished Pearl. All right, so I'm not sure what's going to happen with it, but I also have Pennies from Heaven, which is our copper. I'm going to mix the copper in the whole piece. So I'm going to mix the copper within all of the colors, and I'm going to get started right now. You guys, because I'm all by myself tonight without Matthew, if I miss your question, I am super sorry, but I appreciate you. I released my new art series today. I had 14 paintings, and I had, let's see, 7 of them have sold, which means I have 7 more. No blue, Passionate. I'm going to try. You know what? You know what, Tanya? Blue will probably be coming out of this. I'm teaching in my Empowered by Design group as well, and one of the ladies asked if I could blend bright colors, so it got me started on the side here where I have Firestarter, which is this bright orange color. So I thought, you know what, we're going to move forward with that. I'm going to start with Cowgirl Coral. And I don't have a plan whatsoever. I just grabbed the colors and the copper. I'm going to mix in the copper on the whole piece. I didn't want to put it in a bottle and spray it. I'm just going to brush it on with my French tip and actually have copper over all of the colors throughout the entire piece. So thanks for popping on. I see the Lone Chimney Mercantile that I would like to visit and meet one of these days. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, I love this dresser. I love this style, but it's been a very long time since I've worked on one like this. I'm just going to start in with DIY paint. I don't have to put on a base coat of primer. I don't have to sand. I'm not using any water yet, though, for my base coat. I'm just going to start right in with my colors. I'm not worried about what my base coat looks like either. as far as getting everything right, because we're going to be adding in layers of color. We're going to be adding in some warmth, some textures, and some dimension as we go. That's the beauty of DIY paint. You get to add in so many different colors and create a one-of-a-kind artistic paint finish. And like I said, I don't have a plan, but I needed to roll with some coral. Oh, it feels right. Feels right. And I'm throwing paint on me, believe it or not. I'm actually putting paint all over me, but I can see this with a white wax when I'm finished to soften it and really highlight this gorgeous hardware. How is everybody today? I was just on the DIY paint public page, and I interviewed one of our retailers outside of Dayton, Ohio, Heather Varga of Past Forward. If you guys aren't following her, well, you should. I go on the DIY paint page every other Wednesday, interviewing one of our retailers, and it's kind of the premise for what my new podcast is about, because I am giving artists an opportunity to come on, and you know what? My mom's always called me nosy, and I've just decided if you have a podcast or you do interviews, you can be nosy all you want to and ask what you want. You don't have to really feel bad about it or feel nosy. You just, you're picking their brain. So I decided I can just be nosy and call it a podcast or an interview, right? I don't feel quite as bad about asking all their business. So I'm going to put Cowgirl Coral on here, but I'm not going to just do the whole thing and put a base coat of Cowgirl Coral. I'm actually going to grab another color in just a second, so hang tight. I'm going to work in sections before the entire base coat dries. I want to keep it wet, keep it moving and blending well. So I am working on getting this covered in a base coat, but we're not going to do solid coral. I would love to know what you would like me to do, because I would love to know, do you think I should do flowers? Do you think I should just do colors? I don't know. Share it with me. What do you think? I'm going to go ahead and grab the copper now, because while this is still wet, I want to make sure I don't have my water. I don't have my water. Where is the water? I see it. Hold on. It's been a while since I've been working on furniture. Worked on our painting that we are giving all the proceeds away for the Spread Love Challenge. And now I'm getting to bring in some furniture. So I'm going to blend in some of this copper. I know it's just the base coat, but I still want it in several areas where the paint is. And I'm also going to hit it on the hardware over the coral. So once it's dry, it's going to have a real subtle shimmer. You guys, I have the piece finished that's going on the cover of the Turquoise Iris Journal magazine. And I moved it into its own place because we're keeping that place. We're keeping that piece as a reminder. And well, I love it. And I can't wait to show you guys, but it's done. I photographed, I sent the pictures over to Cami. I sent them to Michelle. And well, I'm so excited. Put October 12th down on your calendar. And we are going to have a cover reveal party. And you're all invited online. I believe October 12th is a Monday. The magazine launches on the 16th, on that Friday. But we're going to reveal the cover and celebrate. Everybody, have your glass ready. We are going to celebrate online all together. I don't drink champagne much, but I told Matt I would like a glass of champagne that night, please, when we do the reveal. All right, so I'm just going to keep working on this coral. I'm getting ready to grab my fire starter and get working that in there. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. I have this from the earlier when I was teaching in my Empowered by Design group, so I'm going to get that brush out. Give me your suggestions. What do you think? And dance, Monica, and dance. I leave Thursday, a week from tomorrow, to M&M Mercantile in Canton, Georgia. You guys come on out. If you are anywhere in that area, you best come see me and tell me your name, and let's take a picture together. We are going to be hanging out Friday at Monica's shop. That's Debbie and I and Monica and lots and lots and lots of other people. Some of them that are on here right now are coming. And we are going to, where's the orange? Oh, hello, I didn't even open it. We're going to do a workshop on Saturday. It is a sold out workshop. Actually, no, it's not. I have 2 spots available, don't we, Monica? I think we actually have 2 spots available. Yeah. So Cowgirl Coral, and now I'm getting in some fire starter. This one's going to be really warm. Going to have copper accents. I just have to decide, since this is probably the last one of my summer series, Under the Boardwalk, because unfortunately summer is about over. It makes me so sad. We're going to have this one be the last piece. So we'll name it something similar to the whole theme that we've had all summer. We'll keep that going. And I love the way this orange is lightly going over the coral. I'm going to make sure it's not covering it completely, but I really actually love the way that's looking. I think I'm going to actually get out my putty knife for this one too. And you know what? We are going to put blue in this, Tanya. We are. I am just had this flash of color. And I think Old 57 is going to have to come on here. Yes, it is. Mermaid Tail and Old 57, they're going to have to pop in here in just a few areas. So it's starting to kind of come together for me right now. Sandra Rayburn. Oh, you guys, the questions are coming. I'm sorry, so fast. How come you always paint with the drawers in the dresser? I always take the drawers out and the hardware off. I paint all white with chalk paint. Hi, Sandra. Thanks for your question, dear. I've been doing it this way for many, many years, and this is kind of just what works for me. I do take the hardware off sometimes, but I'm wanting to have a cohesive look. I treat it like I set up a canvas, all right? If I have a flush canvas, I don't take parts of it out. I have to have it cohesive. So everything that I do flows together in one art piece. So it's all in the way that you look at it, but that's how I look at it. It's my art piece. And so I do not take the drawers out. You can open them up, you can clean them up, you can clean them or brush them or however you'd like to do it. But when you paint like a canvas, like I do, it's best just to have one big flow. I used to take the drawers out many, many years ago, but that's just not how I paint any longer. I usually use so many different colors, and if I took them out, it would kind of be choppy. Like I want my blue to overlap here and follow over here, and I use anywhere from 8 to 10 colors on one piece of furniture. So I don't know if that makes sense or not, but I don't know. I'm trying to explain it the best way that I can. Highlight the details maybe with metallics. Oh, absolutely. We will do that. There's going to be, as I'm sitting here thinking, there's definitely going to be some blue in here. It might be hard to imagine it. And if you think I'm crazy, I don't pray. I'm begging you to come back and check in on me. And maybe you'll see what the direction that I might go with it. And some of you are like, oh, she's crazy. Every time I pop on there, she does the weirdest things. But I do try to have fun with it. And I do try to encourage you guys to think outside the box and maybe do something you haven't done before. I know that when there's a sea of people that do furniture and do artwork, you kind of feel like there's nothing ever new. But if you really just kind of go with it and not second guess every move you make, or kind of just go with whatever feels right. So when I just started that orange, I really liked the way the orange kind of went over this coral. It's very subtle, but I can see it and I really do like it. So I just want to encourage you to do those kind of things. I'm just working in sections, getting a good solid base coat on. And then when we come back on Sunday, I'm hoping I'm on Sunday. It's Elijah's birthday and he's coming home from college for his birthday, and we're doing dinner and some family might stop by. So if I'm late on Sunday, I apologize, but of course I know you guys all understand. My oldest is 19 on the 19th. How about name it Indian Summer? Oh, Maria, that's a great one. Indian Summer. That's a great name. Can y'all remember that for me? Since Matt's not here to write it down. That's a good one. I would love more suggestions too, please. I do always have my water bottle handle handy in case it dries too quickly. I introduced our palette knives yesterday. I did a live showing you them, what they look like. They're turquoise with gold on there. And I just think, oh gosh, they're so pretty. Your oldest is 21, Sherry. We have babies on the same day. Elijah's was unexpected and it was an emergency. He came a little early. He came 10 days early. And it was not how I had envisioned it. But that meant I got to have 2 C-sections instead of just that one. All right, Indian Summer. Yeah, you guys keep saying that. 19th. Jody, he said it was his. That's what he said. He said he was having his golden birthday, and Matt and I just looked at him and we were like, is that something that we should know about, or what? Are we involved in this? Thank you, Michelle. I saw that you texted me that and I appreciate it. I don't want to forget Indian Summer. I was thinking I wouldn't have any blues in this, but as I'm painting it, I'm recalling several of the pieces that you guys have watched me paint, the carousel pieces from last summer, and a lot of those had Old 57 and Mermaid Tail in them, and I think let's do that again. Let's do that with this style, because I haven't had this style in many, many, many months. And again, this is just the base coat. I'm not worried about getting this the way that I will be leaving it. This is just getting the color on. We will blend. Come Sunday, we'll add a lot more color, and we'll start pulling it together probably a week from today. Thank you guys who are on. Oh, your first time on Instagram from Des Moines, Iowa. I'm so thrilled that you're here. Thank you. I appreciate the follow too. You know what? It is just paint. And I know so many of us are worried about making a mistake or already painting on a live and using something and it looks ridiculous. You're not alone. You are not alone. Come October 1st, I'll be popping on here every day of the week, showing you a little something, something, maybe a little interview, maybe some painting. So if you're not following and you want to catch some more painting, go ahead and like or heart or subscribe or whatever you're on and you need to do for your social media platform that you're on. Thank you, Connie. I can't either. To be honest with you, it's always a surprise for me too. I sold Encinitas. Do you remember the piece we just finished, you guys, with the agave plant? I sold Encinitas, and the owner does live in Encinitas. So how much fun was that? I've been using DIY paint now for 3.5 years. And Well, I guess you know that if you've been around for a while, you know I'm totally smitten. Just kind of doing a little bit of a dry brush. I think when we pull back some of this color later on throughout the makeover, we'll be able to see this coral and this orange combination together be really good. We're definitely going to find a way to add in the copper with some turquoise. Welcome. You are really going to enjoy the live. So cool to watch Dionne's pieces evolve. Thank you. Thank you for saying that to somebody. I must have missed what they said. We always go through the stage, and for the last 6 years I've been saying on these live videos, guys, we go through the ugly stage, and if you can just bear with me and not scroll by or not turn it off, but if you have to, that's cool. But for the people in this genre that get on here and they paint furniture for you or they do tutorials for you, it's a very vulnerable feeling. It's hard enough to, it's kind of like writing a poem or writing your first essay and then letting people read it, and you're always like, I mean, I was. But when you paint something or you draw something and then you show it to people, it's very vulnerable. And so when people do it on a live video, can you imagine the feeling and the vulnerability? So just coming on and being supportive to the ladies and gentlemen that you see doing that. It's a little thing that goes a long ways with our community. And it also, if they go well and they're positive, the more likely they'll come back on and show you more fun stuff how to do. So I just want to encourage everybody to, of course, be as kind and intentional with your comments. I coach a lot of women and men in my groups, and I'm so proud of the work that they make when they, all the time when they make it, but when they put themselves out there in a leadership role to teach, to bear their soul, basically. Oh, I'm so proud of them. Okay. All right. We're going to do one more drawer. If you haven't used Paint Pixie's French tip, there's a small one and then there's a little Frenchie, and it works really well for pieces like this when you need to get into all of these little crevices, the creases, or if you need to get up underneath your hardware. I know a lot of you prefer to take your hardware off, and that works out well too. But you can get up underneath there. I think that painting is just like anything else. You get to decide with your art what the rules are. I am certain that that angry face was probably just a mistake. So I'm just going to assume it was meant to be a heart, and I'll just add one more heart to it. I admire all creative people who put themselves out there. Thank you. I appreciate that too. Oh my gosh. Left when I lost my dear friend I was caring for, and they were moved over and over. Oh, you know what, sister? I have never used these before. Not once. You know, I use my bottles, but I'm excited to use these. So next time I come on Sunday, I'm hoping I get some colors in here, and we'll be able to. How cool! How cool! It was such a sweet gift. Miss Donna from Doozy's Corner in McKinney, Texas. Thank you. When you're doing your work with anything else, you get to set your rules. So don't let anybody question you or second guess you for you doing your work, your way, your style. Michelle, Miss Q will be on here with me in 2 days. She'll be on here with me Friday night, Michelle. So hopefully you can pop on. She's going to be right here with me here in my studio. took a break from the summertime, from doing Friday nights. You guys, we had baseball and just, I'll be honest with you, for 2.5 years we came on Friday night and we needed a break. I am getting in, what are those colors, Jamie? We have Cowgirl Coral and we have Fire Starter so far. This is just our base coat. So we'll be getting in some more colors as we go. We'll come back in on Sunday and we'll add in more colors. I have Tarnished Pearl, which I haven't really used before. I have Queen Bee. I have Kissing Booth, and I'm going to grab some Old 57 and Mermaid Tail as well. I don't have a plan. I don't know how it's going to go. I'm going to put it on there, and if I like it, I'll keep going. If I don't, I'll paint over it. That's all. That's all I've got. That's all I have for you. I think we're going to call this one Indian Summer. We're going to wrap up our summer series of Under the Boardwalk. This is an extremely gorgeous piece of furniture, triple dresser, very well made. It's got a few scars here and there that it's seen over its wear and tear over the years, but for the most part, it's in excellent shape. My Michelle brought it to me when she pulled up in a trailer a few weeks ago with a bunch of furniture on it and dropped it off to me. Such a good friend. Your work is amazing. Thank you, Jill. You love the frankness. Thank you, Kristen. It was a pleasure meeting you, girl. Hi, Cheyenne. It was a pleasure meeting you too. Speaking of you, thank goodness, all of you guys coming on and hanging out with us over the weekend. What a special time. Has everybody seen Debbie's video? Debbie, about 4 hours ago, put out a new video. It was just kind of a recap for McKinney. And I actually have an email coming out Sunday as a recap for McKinney. If you're on my email list, you'll get that. I don't know if there has been, but I feel like movies should be filmed in McKinney, Texas, with the music in the atmosphere all playing through the town square. I think I want to go back there at Christmas time because I have a feeling it's pretty stinking special there. Anybody been to McKinney at Christmas time? I'm putting the copper over this coral. It has a little bit of a rose gold shimmer to it now. More Matt will be gone the next 5 Wednesdays because Holden is in a tournament, kind of like a high school league that's every Wednesday. And I doubt he's home for the next few Wednesdays, but I told him we would survive. Hi, Karen. How are you? Well, I don't expect it to stay like this, but I am loving it so far. I haven't done these warm colors in a while. Okay, and I'm just going to use a very little bit amount of this fire starter. I'm going to lightly brush over all of this coral, like a dry brush technique, okay? It's very subtle. You guys, my Creative Connection opens up on the 1st of October just for 2 days. We do a monthly tutorial in there, and I've been having guests come in. Like, I've been trying to bring in people to also teach, do different things. This week, or this month, I have Kristen Calhoun coming in from She Paints, and she's going to show us how she does portraits. I am fascinated when she does portraits and she gets the look on the face and the expression through the eyes. I'm like, how do you do that? Brilliant. Kristen is also a contributor for the new Turquoise Iris journal. She is writing a segment, and it has to do with ADHD and adults in creative businesses. And I cannot wait for you to read her article. There's Kristen. I just mentioned you, cutie. Look at you. Thank you. All right. So like I said, I don't have a plan for this. I don't mind hearing your suggestions. I'm just kind of going with the flow on this. When we first started it, I was thinking I would do all warmy pink coral tones, and then decided, no, I am definitely 100% bringing in Old 57 and some mermaid tail and some copper. But I also have these. I think it would be kind of fun. Oh, this is watered down. Oh yeah, I watered down that kissing booth. Woo. I think it would be good to bring in a little bit even more. Hi, April. Speaking of, oh, I'm going to be quiet. Robin Trent Johnson, you guys, she's the one that won my piece. She's on here on Facebook. She's the one that won the piece of furniture that I gave away when I was in McKinney, Texas, and painted during the class. She was the cutest thing. Oh, she made me feel good when she won it, and I said her name out loud. Blinking the live is the only one doing it. Oh, I don't know, Deanna. I have tarnished pearl, which I feel like might bring in some softness too, and maybe even do a white wax. So that's what my plan is. I'll be back on Sunday. If I'm not here on 8:30, at 8:30, you guys either look for a post saying I'm having to cancel because it's Elijah's birthday dinner, or I might just be a little bit late, okay? If there's family, of course, I'm not going to run them off. Hi, Daniel. How are you doing? Speaking of group members, I was just talking about the Creative Connection opening, and that we had some talented gentlemen in the group as well. Robin is adorable. I'm so thrilled you guys are here. Check back with me on Sunday. I will be here Friday for sure at 8:30 Central Time, and Miss Quita Allen of All Shabbed Out will be joining me right here in this studio. Not sure what we're going to be doing, but it's going to be fun, I promise you. You guys are throwing out questions, and I'm sorry that I've missed them. I'm going to go back through here. You're welcome, Robin. And you all, thank you for hanging out. Have a great night. Get out of here and go be awesome. We'll see you later.